And now at 10 o'clock, the latest on the deadly Montecito mudslides. The sheriff has now identified the 17 who died. The number of people who may be missing at this hour is now up to 43.
Mandatory evacuations have been ordered for most of the city tonight so crews can search for those victims, clear the roads and restore utilities, and all nearby beaches have been closed due to contaminated water. We are learning about 12 of the victims tonight. Jonathan Benitez was 10, David Canton was 49. A medical company CEO and his wife and daughter survived. His son is still missing.
Sawyer Corey was 12 years old. Her sister is still missing tonight. Peter Fleurat was 73. Alice and James Mitchell died together in their home. They had just celebrated his 89th birthday the night before that storm struck.
Josephine Gower was 69. Her daughter-in-law said she was always the life of the party and someone who loved her family fiercely. Mark Montgomery was 54 and a talented surgeon. His 22-year-old daughter, Caroline, died as well.
Rebecca Riskin was one of the successful real estate agents in Montecito. Her husband was swept away but survived. Roy Rotter was 84, real estate broker and founder of a Catholic high school in Ventura.
John McManigal was 61 years old. He founded a healthcare equipment company and had 6 children. And P. Rawatsuti Tep was 6. His dad drove trucks and saved enough to bring his family to the U.S. from Thailand just 2 years ago. His sister and father are missing tonight. And
tonight we do have live team coverage, beginning with KCAL 9's Tom Waite live in Montecito with the search right now.
And Jeff and Elsa, just another heart-wrenching and difficult night for search crews. I'm going to show you kind of where I am right now. This is the Montecito Inn. You can see this is a Mercedes just to the side of me here, pretty much unrecognizable. And then as we swing over, down there in that basement, what you're looking at there is the parking garage for the inn. Now, here's the deal. There are worries tonight that some of the victims of these mudslides may have been carried in this river of mud down into that garage. On East Valley Road in Montecito, a haunting scene. In this muddy debris field is where 2 homes once stood. A section of one of those houses appears to be wrapped around a tree. Furniture and other belongings buried and crushed by tree trunks and rocks. On social media, a family member posted kids were missing from this area. And on Highway 192 nearby, more mind-boggling destruction. This open debris field was once a well-manicured road surrounded by trees and homes. It's been reduced to boulders and a river of mud and rocks. Homes that once stood here are barely recognizable.
My mind is still not wrapped around it. We're still processing this.
DJ Leonello was home with her 2 young kids when the terrifying storm barreled through.
It's just a really gnarly process that we're all going through. Yeah.
DJ and her husband's first thought was to protect their kids. The storm was raging.
Rushing, just thick water, it sounded like. Yeah, and then of course all the pops and crashes and ripping.
Their neighbors sought refuge in DJ's home.
About 3 households of people that came up covered in mud to our house because we live on higher ground. They were rescued by kayak, some by helicopter, I believe, and they just kind of took refuge at our house for a while. There was a 91-year-old woman, 92. She was so sweet.
Meanwhile, today, cadaver dogs were out once again with crews searching for missing victims. On Olive Mill Road, rescuers say one of the dogs alerted here, but nothing was found. All of these horrific scenes playing out as this community tries to begin to heal.
People's lives are going to be marked, like from this day forward, I feel like.
We're resilient and we will together. There's been a lot of good open conversations, and I think talking through the process is going to be huge.
Contractors working here tonight tell me that search crews were here earlier today looking for potential victims, perhaps bodies, but they left because there was so much mud. And now the real process is just waiting for all of these crews to get this area cleared out as much as they can. We also have to add that evacuation zones have been expanded tonight. That's because the Army Corps of Engineers is coming in to do assessments, and they're just worried about the stability of the area. Reporting live in Montecito, I'm Tom Waite. Elsa and Jeff, back to you.
Oh, that is just an awful scene back there. Tom, thank you so much.